Okay, this is going to be a little weird, and I apologize for that. I usually have a prop that I put the phone on so that I don't have this whole weird selfie pose thing going on. Not to mention it's going to be awful shaky because I'm holding it. Also, there's no possible way of getting any privacy in this house ever to do these videos. So, I'm in the workshop. I'm in the workshop again. And so you got the brick wall. I'm a stand-up comedian today, I guess. I haven't been able to do a journal entry, well, a dream journal entry in quite some time because I haven't really been dreaming all that great. And the ones that I do have, they either fade or they just don't have that significant, this is important, standout kind of feel to them. They don't trigger that most of the time. So, I do want to point out that a lot of the, not a lot, but all of the imagery vlogs that are on the Dream Journal, each and every one of those is handpicked from other bloggers or from other sources by me, and each one of them has triggered that moment, ooh, that looks or feels exactly like one of the dreams that I've had. And eventually I'll go back and do a description on each and every one of them and explain why that particular image triggers a memory of a dream. But, so if you're reading through my dream journal or you're looking through the images on my dream journal, each and every one of those is significant to the journal. Because I don't just pick things because I like the way they look. Same goes for the regular Lillian Vanelli Tumblr journal. Oh, this is really hurting my arm. But anyway, each and every one of those means something to me. Especially the trees, because if you'll notice, there's a lot of trees that are on the dream journal. And those are because there's a specific type of tree that I always kind of aim for when I have those dreams of flight. And I just kind of land in the branches and watch life happen below me. And those are some of my most happy dreams. So those are definitely handpicked, and each one of them means something to me. But the reason that this particular dream that I'm about to tell you about means something to me is because I feel as if it might be a warning. I do have a bit of a stalker issue going on in my life in reality, so started about a year ago. This guy that worked security at the laundromat where I would dry my clothes because my dryer's busted still. I always got really friendly with everybody that was up there. Most everyone was really nice, especially the other people doing their laundry and a couple of the other security guards. And this guy worked security of the building. And he seemed friendly enough. And he did ask me out, but I told him, that's not an option. I'm perfectly content maintaining a decent friendship, and a genuine friendship. I'm just like that. I'm really friendly. But as far as dating goes, that's not an option for you or me. So he seemed content with that. He seemed content with just, the conversations or whatnot. But eventually he started getting a little attached. But that wasn't until after he just happened to get my phone number. I'd given him permission to hold my phone because I was trying to show him some pictures. And so he used my phone to call his phone. And now he's got my phone number. He started texting me. He mentioned something about his girlfriend on Facebook and said that she was crazy. And I didn't realize how crazy he meant. She was insanely obsessed with him. And she was one of those just brainless rednecks, real illiterate, but she would always say things like, oh, it's my true love, I miss him so much, and oh God, I could hear that accent when I read all over her stuff. So, God bless, this hurts my arm. Anyway, so yeah, but then he started getting like that with, back up a little bit, he started getting like that with me. Sending me requests to take showers together, to play with my feet. Ugh. That was gross. And then he sent me this picture of a cake, a wedding cake, where it had a fondant banner across the front, and on the banner had in edible ink written, True Love. I'm thinking, what the hell? And I told him, I said, you of all people should know what it's like, how life-altering it is when someone gets that overly attached. You can't do that. That's not an option for you. And he was sending me dirty pictures. And I was like, I'm not the only person who uses my phone. What if one of my kids were to see that? How would that make me look? And anyway, so I really had to get nasty this time and really put my foot down and be a total bitch about it. And I thought he got it because long time passed. Just recently I realized he's working security where I did my grocery shopping. Yay. So he recognized me and he started calling me again and just getting weird. Just, why don't you come on up here and sit and talk with me and maybe I'll get a kiss? And that's when I had to text him back saying, you need to slow the fuck down, dude, because that's exactly what got you cut off last time. And he, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. And how can you not know that? Anyway, so in the dream, I'm at this place, like the Equestrian Center here in Jacksonville. It's like several different buildings, and each building is specifically meant for a different type of, you know, family activity or whatever. One building in the dream was meant for where you could go watch movies. There was another one where we were, and that was the aquatic center where everybody's swimming, and there's like the kiddie pool and the giant pool with the lanes and all that. We're swimming, and this guy comes out. He's got this very plain John type look. You know, he's very kind of invisible. And he starts yelling and screaming and complaining and making a huge scene and screaming at everyone that he's tired of being made to feel left out and being made to feel invisible, and he hates the world and he wishes everyone would die. And it was really strange because he had a familiarity to him, and it didn't occur to me that he was targeting one specific person in the group. And I had my 7-year-old with me, and the scene died down. He seemed to calm down, and it just kind of faded as quickly as it began. And then a few seconds later, we'd hear gunshots. And I knew, get the fuck out. So I grabbed my 7-year-old and I started running, and he realized that there were several people trying to run. I thought he was chasing after several people. Turns out he was chasing after just me. That's when he started screaming specific things at me to let me know I was his target. I was his main target. Of course, he's taking it out on everyone else, obviously. But, God, that's hurting my arm. I'm sorry. You got to get an ugly close-up. But, yeah, that's really hurting my right arm, so I had to go to left, and it's not as good a reach. So he's chasing me down, and I turned around to face him coming out of the building. I'm long gone. I'm out of the building. And I'm running towards the building where they watch the movies. And I'm trying to warn people, I guess. But I had my 7-year-old, and I'm carrying him. I turned around, I see him in the building, and I see him pointing the gun directly at me. And I freaked out, and I turned around where my son is facing the other direction now, and I'm running forward. And I feel a couple of shots hit my leg. And that scared the crap out of me. But I don't know if it was just this women's intuition, this ultra strength, I've got to save my baby kind of thing, but it didn't even faze me. I just kept running. And I got into the building, and I'm warning people to run and hide, and there's all these, the building is made out of those big, thick cinder blocks, so it's a pretty secure building, and there are all these rooms that are made with steel doors, and the doors all lock from the inside. So I'm telling everybody, I'm shoving people into rooms, and I'm telling them to hide and lock the doors from the inside and just turn the lights off. And one of these people I give my son to, and I tell them, take him in there and just keep him safe. And I'm going to go talk to this guy because apparently he's after me, so I felt responsible. You know, there was that obligatory feeling that if I'm the reason he started this, then I need to be the reason he stops. So I went to him, and I don't know what came over me, but it was like that lady who calmed down the man who robbed her house by telling him that she was going to pray for him, and kind of feeding his purpose, I guess, or what he thought was his purpose. And you've seen in the movies where what devastates them is when they don't get that result. No matter how much they blew up, they didn't get that reward that they were hoping for. And I wanted him to be deluded into thinking that he was about to get his reward. He was about to get the girl, I guess. So I even kind of, got up and tried to put compassion on my face. And what is it that you really want, sweetie? 'Cause you're causing all this chaos over me, and I don't understand. And so here he is. He's thinking he's got me. And oh my God, there goes my arm again. I am weak. Wow. Okay, so I fell. And that didn't hurt. But anyway, so here he is. He thinks he's got the girl. And then I motion, I get him to look away. And I motion for this other person. And I think that they kind of got what I was trying to do. Like, this is a plot. This is a plan. Help me out here. And when the police got there, you know, he sat there and he came up with a plan for us to get away. And I went along with it. I made him think I was going to go along with it. And when the cops got there, he had this defeated look on his face. I almost felt bad for him for a second. Because he had this really horrible, sinking, defeated look on his face when he realized that I was going to turn him into the cops. After I just told him that I was going to help him get away and go with him. I had to get him to calm down and stop killing people. And the cops carted him away. And he got the gun. And he shot me. And as I was dying, I saw him shoot himself. And he died in the cop's arms. And it was really devastating. I woke up with that sinking feeling again. That butterflies in the stomach, that feeling of dread. Like I get when I know that a dream is meant to tell me something. And this one was pretty clear. I'm always saying that, you know, I just wish that there would be more clarity in what it is that I'm supposed to do. And I felt like this was the first one that I actually got that. I actually got what I was hoping for. So, he's been fired from that place because he got a little obsessed with another girl that was working there who was actually a really close friend of mine. He said something inappropriate to her and a couple of inappropriate things to some of the other ladies that work there. So he was getting himself into trouble anyway. I didn't even have to do anything. And I'm pretty sure that, I think that maybe it was telling me that he's probably going to consider me responsible for him losing this job. So I should steer clear. And thank God he doesn't know where I live. He knows my number, and he's been trying to contact me. But there you go. So there's my newest, most recent dream. I feel like this one's pretty significant too. And I feel like this time I know I'm prepared. I know what it meant. And that's pretty neat for me because that's the first. You know, usually I don't have that clarity. And I need to look at you, not the light. But yeah, so I thought that was pretty neat. It sucked because my earring just came out. It sucked because now I have that fear that he's going to come after me. Because when I first realized that he was attached like that, way back when it all started getting bad, when he first started getting obsessive, I kept telling myself, he just, and I always say he feels like if I reject him too hard, he's going to kill himself. And I've always said that. And so, yeah, there you go. That is Lillian's most recent dream. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to entitle this, probably the Franklyn dream. But I'm a little worried. I'm a little nervous about it, but that's okay. I know now what I have to do, so can't really figure out all the details just yet, but now I know what to be wary of. And there goes the shadow of the phone again. So I have no idea how to end these things. I never do. I'm never really good at, I think that would be the reason I can't finish a book, is this part right here. But, alright, well, you guys have an awesome day, and I appreciate you tuning in, and I appreciate you being patient, because this dream journal is such a slow process. But I'm telling you, this is going to end up being the purpose of the Lillian Vanelli pseudonym. I'm going to finish these books if it kills me. Alright, so I'll see you on Tumblr, and I'll see you guys in the group, too, because I'm totally going to link this to my best friends in the group, my group family. And I love you guys. You guys are freaking awesome. But, alright, so I'll see you later, Tumblr.